Today I am talking about something I'd wish someone had told me before I had checked into inpatient treatment: the 7 unexpected realities of inpatient care. When I made the decision to get help, I had no idea what to expect. I pictured therapy sessions and hospital gowns, but there was so much more that caught me off guard, and those first few days were very overwhelming. I had promised myself that if I made it through, I'd create a resource for others facing the same journey. So whether you're considering treatment, or you're supporting someone who is, or you're just curious what kind of happens behind those doors, then this video will give you an honest look at the 7 things I'd wish I'd known before my inpatient stay. Now, this isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to prepare you and hopefully make your experience a little less intimidating than mine was. So let's dive in. Number 1, the security search is thorough. Be prepared for a complete inspection of your belongings upon arrival. Staff will methodically go through everything, emptying your backpack, your purse, your suitcase. They're searching for potential contraband items. So this would include items that have alcohol, like hand sanitizer, sharp objects, things with strings or cords. Though it did feel invasive, I later understood the importance after witnessing certain behaviors from other patients. I had quite a few things taken from me, but don't worry, they will store these items safely and may let you request the items for small periods of time. At the end of your stay, they return all of your belongings. This is just a thorough process that is uncomfortable, but creates a secure environment for everyone in their recovery. Number 2, you will have limited access to sharps. My treatment center had a very strict policy about potentially dangerous items. These were called sharps. These are your tweezers, your razors, your scissors, nail clippers. They were only available on Sundays between 7 and 7:45 a.m. They would collect them promptly at the end of your use. And for someone like me with an Italian heritage and fast-growing leg hair, this meant I had to deal with hairy legs for a week. But fortunately, we spent most of our time indoors, and I just lived in my sweatpants, so it didn't really bother me. Number 3, early morning vitals and nightly check-ins. Every morning between 5:30 a.m. and 7:30 a.m., we line up for vital sign checks to monitor our weight progress and ensure healthy blood pressure levels. Most of the patients would just return to bed after our morning vitals until breakfast. But what nobody warned me about was the hourly nighttime checks. They check on you throughout the night, every single hour. They're trying to make sure that you're not breaking any rules. A nurse will quietly open the door just to peek in, which is startling the first few nights since I had no idea what was going on. And again, although it was surprising, it was just a part of the process to ensure that patients were safe. But a little heads up would have been nice, which is why I really wanted to share this with you. Number 4, try all the food. Allowing myself to eat was extremely challenging, but it was truly freeing. They call the beginning stages of refeeding the honeymoon stage because your body and brain are just so excited to finally have food. And after restricting for 25 years and eating the same thing every single day, I realized I didn't even know what I liked anymore. This became my opportunity to explore new foods. The treatment center offered something amazing: tasters. These were small portions of foods that you could try without committing to having a full serving. These are perfect for testing your fear foods or discovering new favorites. If you are in recovery, please be brave enough to take advantage of this. I didn't even know this was an option until maybe my last week. Looking back, I wish I had explored this more. But then again, I don't know if I would have let myself. Although I truly went all in at the recovery treatment center, I was still battling fears every single moment. But trust me, it is worth facing those fears. Number 5, take education seriously. As someone who enjoyed school, I actually loved all of the informational components of our daily programming. Even when the content seemed pretty basic or repetitive, your brain is malnourished and needs this repetition to properly process and retain the information. Pay attention and truly absorb everything they are teaching you. Complete all the assignments, no matter how simple they seem. Though my recovery journey continues, I attribute my current progress largely to how seriously I approach these educational sessions. The knowledge you gain becomes a foundation for your healing once you leave. And number 6, sign up for everything. Trust me, you want to make this your only visit. Being away from your family and your friends, the comfort of your bed is so challenging. Maximize your time by participating in every available program. I eagerly joined trauma classes, adult discussion groups, and I would have done yoga if my physical condition had allowed it. They offered addiction workshops and specialized therapy sessions too. Each activity gives you another tool for recovery. The more actively you engage, the more value you'll take home with you. And lastly, number 7, hypermetabolism. Not everyone will experience this, but I had an extreme case. Despite eating more than I ever thought possible, my weight remained stuck. Staff suspected that I might be exercising secretly or hiding food, but the reality was my body was in overdrive. I'd wake up drenched in sweat like I'd been swimming in my sleep. My tank tops would be so soaked I would have to hang them on my laundry basket to dry. The facility provided fresh sheets whenever you needed, and I required multiple changes. This intense phase lasted about 3 weeks before gradually subsiding. Despite these challenges, I did begin gaining weight after the first week. If this happens to you, know that it is normal. I'm sharing these experiences not to discourage you from seeking treatment, but to help you feel prepared for what's ahead. While I believe some policies could be updated, which is something I will discuss in a future video, knowing these details beforehand would have eased some of my anxiety significantly. Treatment was challenging, but ultimately transformative. The rules, the routines, and the restrictions all serve a purpose in creating a healing environment. Going in with realistic expectations can help you focus on what matters most, your recovery. If you found this helpful, please subscribe for more honest conversations about the mental health and recovery. Drop a comment with questions or share your own experiences. Remember, taking that first step towards treatment is incredibly brave, and you deserve all of the support and all of the information possible. Thank you for watching me today, and I so appreciate your support.